everyone, welcome back. Today we are in The Sims 4 again doing another build video, but today I'm doing my last build I think of this Halloween series, where today I decided to do something a little bit different than just a standard house and do a cabin. I guess it is still a house, but it's not. I done like 2 house builds, so I'm like, oh, I need to do a different build. Creepy cabin it is. So this is obviously in the outdoor retreat world, and wanted to keep it in the style of the cabins in this world, instead of going like for a different style of cabin, if there is any. I don't know, just what I was thinking. So did that, and it is quite small. I didn't realise how small it was until I got inside. I could have probably made it a bit bigger since the lot was quite big, but you know, it's fine. It just means it's like a tiny cabin that's creepy. It is 2 stories, as you can see, and I did spend a bit of time on the outside to kind of create more of that creepy vibe, because I didn't want it to be like stereotypical on the inside. So it's kind of just like old in the inside. It's more like the outside that gives it like that creepy feel. So I did a full dark wood for all around, and then did a black roof, as you can see. It is slightly different than some of the other cabins. Like, it's still got that vibe, but it's like, because it's older, it's not as like the same, just because I needed to feel older to give it more of that creepy kind of vibe. So yeah, and I wasn't quite sure about the windows, so I did test out a few windows to see what kind of worked and what didn't work, as you can see me doing here, because I wanted it to feel run down, but like I didn't want it to feel like too I wanted it to feel like, I don't really know, it was kind of like I could have gone for like these windows that were like open with like no glass or anything, but I thought they would be too old, if that makes sense, because you know, I still wanted to, I don't really know, ignore me, but basically with the outside here I did also add 2 little like back door, like I guess porches, the back porch and the front porch. I don't really know if they could be counted porches. They're just more like entryways, and that gives the house a bit more like shape to it, because the rest would be quite boring, be kind of just like a square. So those are there, and then went for some creepy doors as well. Did struggle to actually find like a door that worked, because they were either the wrong shade of brown or they had white, and I ended up just going for like a white rundown door for the front door because it like worked, and but I do wish it was brown, but then the brown swatch just like didn't look right, so we have this white kind of like torn down door. Then I went for some dead trees all around, as well as like normal trees as well, because I still need it to feel like it was in this world, in this world realm. I don't know what these ones anyway. Like I said, I did spend a bit of time on the outside, as you can see. A lot of dead plants. I also, it doesn't really take effect until like nighttime, the vibe that you're going for. Like, it's still like a little bit creepy during the day, but I do change it to night at the very end to kind of give it the right vibe that I wanted. But moving on to the inside, as you can see, it is very small, which meant I didn't have to spend that long on it, basically. Since half the video is literally just me doing the outside of the creepy cabin, but that's fine. So I went for these older kitchen cabinets, and like a oldish seat, because I needed to give a cabin vibe, but then also be creepy, so those kind of worked, I guess. And I think I used a lot of stuff from the horse pack. I can't remember what it's called now, but yeah, the horse pack. Yeah. And then went for like an older fridge as well, and I did go for a modern-ish oven. The stove top isn't, but like the oven is, but like it's just I didn't really want to go for like a super old oven because I kind of just all like weird, and like it was, if I had to go for it against the wall it would have been fine, because it's not against the wall. I had to go for that one. Yeah, anyway, very small kitchen. Probably takes up most of the space though, even though it is a small kitchen, but it has still all the stuff you need: a microwave, fridge, oven. Probably didn't even need a microwave, but it's there. And then yeah, very small dining table, just a small 2-seater because I couldn't really fit anything else. Could have maybe shoved like a third chair in, but like would have been blocking the door at that point then, so just didn't. And then accessorize a little bit to make it feel a little less plain. But yeah, nothing really else to it. And yeah, just adding some extra stuff now, some cobwebs to make it feel creepy-ish, I guess, and then some rugs around the floor and stuff to make it feel a little more less empty, I guess. Even though it's creepy, still wanted it to feel like, you know, there's stuff in it. Moving on to the upstairs. The upstairs has the bathroom and then the bedroom. The bedroom has 2 single beds in it because I didn't want this to be just like a one bedroom. I guess it's like still only like can fit 2 Sims, and a double bed would have done the same, but still just added 2 beds as that kind of gives me more camping vibes. Yeah, and then we have these black ones here, and some extra furniture and stuff. I went for the vampires wardrobe there, and then like a rundown mirror. I can't remember what pack that's from, but yeah. In the bathroom, very standard. I think I went just for like the vampire's toilet, and then I can't remember where the bath and sink is from, but yeah. And yeah, that's about it really though for the cabin, inside the cabin. Just adding like some final touches now, some rugs and stuff, some more clutter, but that is about it really. So I'm going to write up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know, and I'll see you again soon with another one. Bye.